wasn't, and that I was evil. Yet I had done nothing evil. 2 decades of mental health hell, and I always felt they were sent in to make me feel insane. Another example would be one would almost make people bully me of. I was thinking about Mason and MK Ultra and psych holds, and I'm just not even sure where to ask this or who to talk to with this. Honestly, lol, I don't even know how to ask a bleep MK Ultra right. Wanted to mind control using drugs, etc. It said even like kids would grow up in their own homes, but their parents would sell them to the experiment and they would just be taken here and there. I was reading how Kathy O'Brien mentioned in one of her books how once MK Ultra failed, or honestly failed, I should put it. She mentions how they went the opposite way and just put things out into the world that would mess with people with more intuition and psychic ability to upset them, cause mental illnesses, stress them, etc. And then the feds would get them. I guess my question is what happens after that? And I ask too because of my own self. I have been in the psych system since I was 4 years old. I was told my father couldn't do it because I was so bad and angry, and that he had to beg them because I was too young to be in the system yet. I was told I was taken to Kentucky. I can't fully remember, and spent a week there before coming back. So since then I was consistently in the psych system until I aged. What confuses me, they never did anything. Some were kind and helpful, but majority were incredibly mean and rude and would blame me completely and just not even hear me out. I found that pretty consistent too. I've always been insanely smart, yet every single human around me put me down for it and made me feel insanely inhuman to the point I thought I truly wasn't, and that I was evil. Yet I had done nothing evil. 2 decades of mental health hell, and I always felt they were sent in to make me feel insane. Another example would be one would almost make people bully me of. Of course, average mentally ill teenage grip sock vacation would happen, but when it would I don't recall being treated the same ever. I overdosed. Went in. Instead of being treated, I was ignored, given some random drug that they wouldn't tell me and had nothing to do with helping an OD of pills. They refused any assistance too, and eventually locked me in a room just for desperately needing to bleep. I found most other psych patients could have family in the room with them. BC at first it's just the ER, but with me, I was always even as a minor denied full access to any family coming into just the I was always denied any form of visitors when everyone else could have. Then too, when finally taken inpatient, I consistently compared what would happen with me mental health wise to others because I immediately noticed it was different. Most seemed to actually be working on methods and help, while mine seemed to focus on almost nothing. Mostly drugs and isolation and suggestions of isolation. Complete opposite. I was told consistently that I'd be sold off or was supposed to be sold off. Has me thinking. It also piqued my curiosity that MK Ultra modern day wants everyone to have mental illnesses. With that too, I've been diagnosed my entire life with things I don't have. Bipolar, BPD, autism, like serious bleep. Yet I legit don't have any of those when I seeked out my own psych on my own. I had tested my last given one too. I would throw him diagnosis like dog bones and he'd just ask very specific questions to make it to where my responses would fit him, then just say yes. That's when I got my own.